Hi, I'm Taylor. Moshing you. Yeah, that's me, Arlo's best friend. Year 12, 16. I'm a Taurus. Arlo and I met at New Year's of this year. We've lived on the same street for 3 years, and we just never decided to hang out until then, when we just did. And then very quickly became really close, and we walked to school together every day, come over all the time. There's probably never been more than a week apart at this point, and I love him very dearly. I mean, selfishly, when I first heard we were going into lockdown, it was weirdly exciting because life is so mundane and we get stuck into such routines. I was getting so bored, and I was like, okay, finally something that's really catastrophic that I can have an excuse to just do absolutely nothing. And that was okay for a while until I started going absolutely insane. And I would talk to Arlo like every day because live on the same street, very good friends. On Instagram, when we moved into level 3, we merged bubbles and we would go for walks every single day, and that was really, really nice. Really brought our friendship to an entire new level, and that was lovely. But also just, it was so weird. Like, I can't even remember because it's just like such a weird blip in time that is hard to even like reminisce or think about because it was so surreal that I've blocked most of it out, and I can't remember how I felt during coronavirus about. I like remember how I felt towards Arlo, but I can't remember how I felt towards the virus itself. I never felt afraid that I was gonna get it, and I don't know if Arlo did, but we talked a lot about, I can't even remember if we talked a lot about the virus. We just like spent most of our time either talking about really vapid drama or like really surreal, stupid ideas. And it was really fun. Like, honestly, genuinely quite fun. I really liked spending time with him. In isolation, having Arlo as my best friend and having him so close, I feel like it's very weird, but I really identify with him. Like, in that time, the people in my immediate surroundings became so prominent and important that it's hard coming out of isolation and still feeling like this extremely strong, like almost family-ish bond with someone, that it's like I don't feel any form of ownership over him. Like, I never get jealous when he hangs out with other people, but I do like feel hurt when he gets hurt, or when I see him doing something that like I think is stupid. It like pains me as if it's my own mistake. And he said similar things to me, but it's weird. It's very unique, and I mean, I'm grateful for that because I don't know when else I would be able to become friends with someone like this ever. It's a very rare opportunity, and like just so different from a lot of my other friends' experiences in isolation. Just because we're so close, we were able to make it work, but it's very unusual. Retrospectively, I believe that isolation has helped mine and Arlo's friendship. I don't know how close we'd be if we didn't go through that pandemic together, because that was pretty intense, I must say. I think everyone's on the same page with that one. But with my other friendships, definitely not as close as I used to be with those people. Even like my immediate friends at school, I don't know. It's like hard to recover from that, especially with people whose your friendships were so based upon school social lives. But I mean, it's kind of fine with the people I was just acquainted to. It's like nothing ever happened. The ones that meant a lot really strengthened, and the ones that I was having doubts about really took a blow. Honestly, it's kind of as you would expect. Being a teenager at this time is so chaotic. Like, I feel like my whole life has been really chaotic though. I don't feel uncomfortable with everything that's going on because I just feel like personally I'm quite used to change. I feel like since the world is burning and everything's going to we're so used to this, it's like honestly expected that something tragic is going to happen. We've been brought up on the idea that the humans in general are just evil, horrible beings. So, and the world is like starting to bite us back. So it makes sense. And we've been taught this from a really young age, just like a reality check after reality check, that the pandemic came as absolutely no surprise. And if something worse happens in 2 years' time, I would also not be surprised. And I don't feel that bad about it either. It's a little bit nihilistic, but it's just hard not to be like that when you're a moody, negative teenager combined with just growing up in this environment. This experience would definitely be different without our friendship. I don't know how, but it just would be. I know. Because you were such a focus of my isolation. Like, that's all I thought about was, like, my family. I had a great time with my family, by the way. TikTok, yoga, astrology, and Arlo. And those were my 5 main focuses. And if Arlo wasn't there, I would just be like this weird, like, crazy bush hippie woman, and that's all. This interview is very, like, catered to how I feel right now in this moment. I think if you would interview me again in like 5 days, I would give completely different responses. So keep that in mind, people.